Now we're going to craft with our silicone mold piece. You'll notice that these are clear, that way we can cure through both sides of them. So pick out the shape you want to use, then grab your resin. Go ahead and pick out glitter as well. I'm going to use 2 colors. You can use as much or as little as you like. But what we're doing here is going to be a 2-part pour. So the glitters you're selecting right now are going to be for half of the jewelry piece. Go ahead and grab your flashlight as well. And then you'll need your silicone bowl and your wand for mixing up that glitter. Once you have everything, go ahead and grab your resin and start pouring into your silicone bowl. You're not going to need a whole lot of resin, just about a quarter way full, because this is only going to take up half of that mold piece. Then once you poured your resin, go ahead and grab your glitter. You'll want to put in enough glitter for it to show up, but not too much to where it makes the liquid too hard to move. The resin needs to have some fluidity in it in order for that cure to happen. Go ahead and mix it up and see if you have enough in there. If the consistency is too chunky, you can always add more resin. If it's too runny, you can add more glitter. Once you have it mixed up and you like the way the resin feels, go ahead and just set that aside or add more glitter if you're adding more glitter. And then I'm going to mix up that last batch and make sure that it still is moving the way I want it to. We'll go ahead and set our wand down for the moment. You'll want to get your resin handy. Basically, you're going to want to pour your resin and your resin mix at the same time. That way you get a half and half effect. So as you're pouring, really just pay attention to how the resin's moving out and try to match the speed. If you need more of the clear resin, pour more of that. If you need more of the glittery resin, pour more of that. So just take your time. Once you have enough on both sides and you like the way it looks, go ahead and set down your resin to the side and start curing. Now for this amount of resin, we're going to cure for about 60 seconds. Once we've done the first side, we're going to go ahead and cure the back side as well. So go ahead and hold your flashlight nice and high and start your cure. Slowly draw the flashlight into the object as it's curing. I always recommend setting a timer for this, so don't forget to set that timer before you start. Now there's a few variations that you can do with this particular craft. You can always do multiple layers where you're pouring one layer of glitter, curing that, and then pouring a final layer of a different color or leaving it clear. You can also pour at an angle and just kind of hold the mold to the side and cure it, and then pour in whatever you want as far as if you want to do multiple layers or just leave them clear. So with this, you can get really creative. Once that top side is done curing for the 60 seconds, go ahead and give it a tap. If it feels good, go ahead and turn that upside down. Usually while you're tapping the resin, you'll hear it kind of knock back at you. If for any reason it's sticking to your hand, that means it needs a little bit more time. So now we're just going to go ahead and cure the back side of it. Remember that mold is clear, that way the light can travel through as well. That way you're getting both sides of the piece. Now, once this is fully cured, you can go ahead and attach it to a keychain or use one of the bezel pieces to make it an earring or a necklace. But that's it, it's all cured, half blue, half clear.